Got the entire court here, for crying out loud. Not the entire round table, but if we're talking about Camelot, you need a king, don't you? And we have one. King Arthur in Camelot, as played by, and I want to make sure that I check my notes because I don't ever want to mess up a king's name, Matthew C. Thompson. Welcome to the Arizona Broadway Theater.
Thank you.
You're just in time to leave the throne and worry a little bit about what's going on with Guinevere, played by Stephanie Easterday. It's good to have you back.
Yes, thank you. It's great to be back.
And it's good to have you back, sir.
Thank you very much.
In
Feels
the
like I
role
never
of
left.
Lancelot, Jamie Parnell. You know, if I'm going to describe Camelot to the 7 people who have not seen it ever before, I think probably one of the things that I would say is it really a love story? I'm going to ask you this. Or is it a question of infidelity?
I think it's every bit a love story, and I'm going to steal a quote from my colleague, Matthew, who I think said it best. He said, it's the worst thing that can happen with 3 people who all have the best of intentions.
Did you really say that, Matthew?
Probably at some point.
He did.
I say a lot of things. I fall down a lot too, so it's okay.
Is there any kind of intimidation when you're talking about 3 roles like this, but in particular, Richard Burton in 1960 plays King Arthur in the original production of Camelot. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I hope to find my Elizabeth Taylor soon thereafter. But before that, you can't try to recreate that. You have to just ignore that and go back to the source material and be yourself in the role. Otherwise, you will fail.
Is it that simple for you, my friend? I mean, after all, the original Guinevere was Julie Andrews.
Right. It's so iconic. So I definitely gave a listen, but I didn't want to have that be the only voice in my head. And I really wanted, like Matthew's saying, to take a look at the source material and to really make it my own.
And now we come to Lancelot,
Yes.
right? Oh yeah, there's that Robert Goulet background. For crying out loud. He was so good looking, he was so talented, they called him an 8x10 glossy.
Yes. They don't call me that. So I already, I fell short on that one, so I really don't have much to live up to then.
No, but I mean, when you're talking about in the shoes of,
Yeah.
if you will, do you ever think about that?
I think you do to a point, but it can be so detrimental. You have to remember that everything that you need as an actor or a performer, it's there on the page. That's why they wrote it. You go and you make it your own. You try to pay homage when you can, I suppose, to the iconic roles, but you make it yours.
Over the years of doing shows about Arizona Broadway theater productions, I have clearly become a fan, and the audience knows that. But you guys have all worked around the country in a lot of theaters. What's unique, what's new, what's special about this place?
I think it's the family atmosphere, the fact that a family created it and then created their own, I suppose, larger family. They run everything. They become your family when you're away from your home. And we were just speaking before too, this doesn't feel like a normal dinner theater. You almost, quite often you hear the term dinner theater and certain lukewarm buffet items come to mind and things like that. You don't have that issue here. It's just good theater, good food, good family and friends.
You just heard Sir Lancelot say, you don't have lukewarm food at the Arizona Broadway Theater. I don't know how much more of a promotional piece you can get than that. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can tell you is you will be transported magically to that land that's called Camelot, and it can only happen here on stage till the 14th of February. Oh, that's kind of a love story thing in itself. Arizona Broadway Theater welcomes you.